We're slowly getting more of this blaster done, a little piece by piece at a time. We got the oil pump cover off there and loosened up all the sides for that cover. And we got the flywheel nut loose. And we use this tool that one of my friends made to do it. Beats the snot out of trying to buy one online or spending money on one. And it worked. So basically it's just something just to hold the flywheel still while you take that nut out. So we got that nut loose. Now I'm going to take the piston off. To get the piston off, you just got to take out this circle clip which sits right in there. Pop that out and then slide the slide pin out, and the piston will come right off the top. To get those circle clips off, all I did was take a really small, I think this is a 2.5 millimeter or 2.5 size Allen key, and just pop it in there, and then the circle clip should just slide right out just like that. So we got this piston off. Turns out it's cracked. We got a crack right there, on the inside right there. So it was probably ran lean from all those leaks and then cracked. Now we're getting the Kickstarter off. We already loosened the bolt. It was 19 millimeter. We used a breaker bar and put the Kickstarter back on in order to get this nut off. There's also a rebuild kit for the kickstand, which you can buy. I know Fast Racing has them, and you can probably find them on eBay too, but it has the ball bearing, the spring, the O-ring, and the screw that go inside the Kickstarter. Now we're taking off the clutch cover. It's much easier to take all this stuff apart, like the flywheel and the clutch cover, while the engine is still in the frame. That's why we haven't taken the engine out of the frame yet. So there's probably about 7 or so bolts holding this side on. There's what the inside of the clutch cover looks like. There's your window that tells you your fluid level. There's where your oil block off goes if you're going to do that. So, and there's what your clutch looks like. Kick spring. It was an 8 millimeter socket to take all those extra bolts off. Now we're going to take the clutch apart with that middle screw and then those screws surrounding it, and take all the clutch plates off. Since the problem with this blaster was that it was idling high, the people that rode it would just let the clutch out to let it idle lower, which wears the clutch out a lot faster, so we're worried that the friction plates are gone on the clutch and we might have to buy a new one. We slid out the end of the clutch here with the push rod and the push rod bearing. Make sure you don't lose the bearing. I got it in the magnetic tray up here so we don't lose it. Then we're going to take out the clutch plates one at a time and lay them in order on a clean paper towel. Now we've got all the friction plates and steel plates out. Now we're going to use that tool that we made and bend back the holding washer and then take that nut out to get the clutch basket out. This blaster is actually grooved pretty bad from the friction plates. You can actually feel it. It almost feels like as thick as a staple. So we're going to sand each one of those down before we put it back together to smooth out the clutch pull on the lever to make it much more comfortable to ride with.